Ninhursag, also known as Ninhursaga, Ninma, or Nintu, is an ancient Sumerian goddess, one of the most important and oldest deities in the Mesopotamian pantheon. Her history and mythology offer a glimpse into the religious and cultural beliefs of ancient Mesopotamia. Origin and attributes. In the ancient Mesopotamian world, a civilization that blossomed by the banks of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, Ninhursag, also known as Ninma or Nintu, stood as a revered mother goddess. She was a deity deeply entwined with the essential elements of life: fertility, earth, and creation. Picture a society where every aspect of life, from the crops that grew to the children that were born, was seen as a blessing from the divine. In this context, Ninhursag was not just a mythological figure, she was a vital presence in the daily lives of the people. Ninhursag's name, often translated as Lady of the Sacred Mountain, reflects her connection to the earth and mountains, seen as sources of fertility and strength. She was revered as the divine force that nurtured the land, making it flourish. In a predominantly agrarian society, her role as a fertility goddess was crucial, ensuring the earth's bounteousness and the people's well-being. As a mother goddess, Ninhursag was also seen as a creator and a caretaker. She was involved in myths that described the creation of humans and other beings, often working alongside other gods in these acts of creation. Her role in these stories was not just about bringing life into existence, it was about providing care, wisdom, and guidance, much like a mother does for her children. Moreover, in a world where childbirth was both a common and perilous event, Ninhursag's role as a divine midwife rendered her an indispensable figure in the eyes of expectant mothers. She was invoked for her protection during childbirth, embodying the hope and prayer for a safe delivery. In the myth of Enki and Ninhursag, her relationship with the god Enki highlights her nurturing and healing attributes. After Enki consumes forbidden plants, it's Ninhursag who heals him, further illustrating her role as a restorative and life-giving force. In essence, Ninhursag was a symbol of the nurturing aspects of nature and the embodiment of maternal care and fertility. Her presence in the Mesopotamian pantheon illustrates the ancient civilization's deep connection with and reverence for the natural world and the life-sustaining forces embodied by the earth. Worship and temples. In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, amidst the bustling city-states by the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, stood majestic temples dedicated to Ninhursag, the revered mother goddess. These temples were not merely structures of stone and clay, they were the beating heart of the cities, pulsing with the spiritual life of the people who gathered there. Ninhursag, known as the Lady of the Sacred Mountain, was worshipped as the goddess of fertility, the earth, and the mountains. Her temples, found in cities like Adab, Kish, and Lagash, were centers of worship, drawing people from all walks of life. Imagine these temples as vibrant hubs of activity, where the air buzzed with the fervent prayers of farmers praying for fertile soil, of mothers seeking blessings for their children, and of the sick seeking healing. The architecture of Ninhursag's temples reflected her connection with the earth. Built with the materials the earth provided, these temples were seen as a bridge between the divine and the mortal world. The temple of Ninhursag was not just a place to offer worship, it was a symbol of the goddess's nurturing presence, a physical manifestation of her protective and life-giving powers. In these sacred spaces, rituals and ceremonies were conducted to honor Ninhursag. Festivals celebrating fertility and the bounty of the earth were common, with processions, music, and communal feasts. These rituals were more than religious acts. They were communal events that reinforced the bond between the people and the goddess and among the people themselves. Moreover, Ninhursag's role as a mother and a healer made her temples places of refuge and care. People came to these temples seeking relief from ailments and troubles, trusting in the goddess's healing powers. The priests and priestesses serving in these temples were not just religious leaders. They were also healers and caretakers, seen as conduits of Ninhursag's nurturing energy. The worship of Ninhursag and her temples thus played a vital role in the spiritual and communal life of ancient Mesopotamians. They were places where the divine met the earthly, where the community came together under the benevolent gaze of their mother goddess, reinforcing their connection to the earth and to each other. Mythology and stories. In the rich tapestry of Mesopotamian mythology, Ninhursag, the mother goddess, holds a special place with stories that echo the themes of creation, nurturing, and the intricate balance of life. Her tales, set against the backdrop of ancient Mesopotamian civilization, reflect the deep connection humans have always sought with nature and the forces that govern life. One of Ninhursag's most notable myths is her role in the creation of humans. In this narrative, she works alongside other gods, shaping humanity from clay. This act of creation is not just a divine whim. It's a deeply nurturing process imbued with care and wisdom. Ninhursag's involvement in creating humans reflects her role as a mother figure, not just to individual children, but to humanity as a whole. Another significant story is her interaction with the water god Enki. In this tale, Ninhursag punishes Enki for eating forbidden plants, but later relents and heals him. This story is rich with symbolism. It's about the balance of nature, the consequences of actions, and ultimately about forgiveness and healing. Ninhursag, in this myth, embodies the life-giving and restorative powers of the earth. Her connection with the earth and mountains is also prominent in her stories. As Lady of the Sacred Mountain, she represents the strength and stability of the earth, as well as its fertility and ability to nurture life. Mountains in ancient times were often seen as closer to the divine, and Ninhursag's association with them underscores her status as a powerful and nurturing deity. In these myths, Ninhursag is more than a goddess. She is a symbol of the earth's fertility, a protector of life, and a guide to the natural rhythms of the world. Her stories are not just tales of gods and mortals, they are reflections of the human quest to understand and harmonize with the natural world. Through Ninhursag, the ancient Mesopotamians explored themes of creation, nurturing, and the cyclical nature of life, making her an enduring figure in the mythology of one of the world's earliest civilizations. Influence on later cultures. Ninhursag, the ancient Mesopotamian mother goddess, left an indelible mark on the tapestry of later cultures, showcasing how deities can evolve and influence successive generations. Her attributes as a creator and nurturer transcended the boundaries of Sumerian mythology, seeping into the religious and cultural ethos of later civilizations in the Mesopotamian region and beyond. As time progressed and empires like the Akkadian, Babylonian, and Assyrian rose to prominence, Ninhursag's characteristics began to merge with those of other goddesses such as Ki, the earth goddess, and Aruru, another creator goddess. This syncretism highlights a common thread in human history, the blending and adaptation of deities to suit the evolving religious landscape and societal needs. Ninhursag's enduring qualities of fertility, creation, and nurturing were seen as universal, continuing to resonate with people across different eras and regions. The influence of Ninhursag in later cultures is also evident in the persistence of the mother goddess archetype. The reverence for the feminine divine as a source of life and sustenance, a concept embodied by Ninhursag, can be traced in various forms across ancient civilizations. This archetype has been a constant presence in human mythology, symbolizing the earth's fecundity and the nurturing aspect of nature. Moreover, the themes present in Ninhursag's myths, creation, healing, and the balance of nature, have echoed through time, influencing how subsequent cultures understand and relate to the natural world and the divine. Her narratives, rich with symbolism and depth, provided a framework for exploring the relationships between humans, nature, and the gods. In modern times, Ninhursag's legacy is revisited in the study of ancient mythologies and religions. Her role as a powerful and nurturing mother goddess continues to be a subject of interest, reflecting the universal and timeless appeal of her attributes. In essence, Ninhursag's influence on later cultures is a narrative of enduring themes and archetypes, reflecting the human penchant for venerating the forces of creation and nurturing. Her evolution and persistence underscore the adaptability of mythological figures and their capacity to resonate across different cultural and temporal landscapes. Modern interpretation. In the modern interpretation of Ninhursag, the ancient Mesopotamian mother goddess, we find a rekindled interest in her symbolism and the timeless themes she represents. In today's context, where the balance with nature and the understanding of feminine principles are increasingly relevant, Ninhursag's mythology offers profound insights. Ninhursag, representing fertility, creation, and nurturing, resonates with contemporary concerns about environmental protection and sustainability. As Lady of the Sacred Mountain and a deity closely tied to the earth, she embodies the nurturing aspect of nature, reminding us of our deep connection and responsibility to the natural world. In an age grappling with environmental crises, Ninhursag's symbolism as a protector and nurturer of the earth becomes particularly poignant. Her role as a mother goddess and a creator also aligns with modern explorations of femininity and maternal figures. Ninhursag's portrayal as a strong, nurturing deity who oversees creation and birth reflects the broader, universal concept of the mother in both literal and metaphorical senses. This aspect of her character speaks to the modern discourse on women's roles, strength, and the celebration of feminine attributes in society. Furthermore, Ninhursag's myths, rich in themes of healing, rebirth, and balance, resonate with the human experience of healing and personal growth. Her narrative encompasses the idea of renewal and the cyclical nature of life, concepts that find echoes in many contemporary spiritual and philosophical explorations. In the realm of academia and popular culture, there's a renewed interest in studying ancient mythologies, including Ninhursag's story, to glean insights into the beliefs, values, and societal structures of early civilizations. Her depiction in ancient art and texts continues to be a subject of study for historians and enthusiasts alike. In summary, the modern interpretation of Ninhursag reflects a rediscovery of ancient wisdom, viewed through the lens of contemporary values and concerns. She symbolizes the enduring connection between humanity and nature, the power of nurturing forces, and the rich tapestry of the feminine divine in human culture.